Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you here. It looks like I've been able to, get a hold on my data and whatnot, so I should be able to keep the videos coming smoothly, right? So anyway, let's get a message. I already have some word cards on the table. Excuse me. But let's give a little prayer first. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Holy Spirit Guides, please give us a clear and concise message for the collective today. Keep myself and the collective protected during this reading, after this reading and beyond. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. All negative energy projections will be returned to sender, deemed dissolved into the ether, or deemed ineffective as however the Holy Spirit sees fit. So anyway, okay, first card I've got on the table is we've got cold, and then we've got the flame. So cold, hot and cold. So somebody may have been hot and cold. Oh, a lot on the back. A lot on the back. I said, on the back of these cards we've got love and lots of money. So somebody's got a love of lots of money. Somebody wants lots of money. Could be why somebody was being hot and cold, but they're being blocked, right? Because of their history, and the law is here. So please note that I don't just randomly I don't pull out and premeditate the cards myself. I do shuffle them, and it's just that I've done that prior because I was doing something while I was sitting here. I was listening to something and finishing that while I was pulling some cards myself. It's just the way it came out. Anyway, but we've got number 13 is significant, and 13, it could be somebody might have sold. Something to do with 13 may have sold, sell. We've got sell at 13. Somebody might, history and the law. Sold at 13. Somebody being sold at 13. Damn. Somebody sold someone out. Well, that suddenly just became very heavy. So something to do with somebody being hot and cold and their history. This person may have been sold at 13. And that might be something to do with why they're hot and cold. Wow. I'm going to put some sacred destiny in this. Yeah. Okay. Because somebody's got a sacred. I'm hearing somebody's got a sacred destiny. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I just clear the frequency here. I'm hearing something's got a hold on me, baby. Oh, must be love. Something's got a hold on me, yeah. Oh, must be love. I don't know. Just channeled that. Okay, cold. Clarify cold here, Spirit, with the sacred destiny. Okay, we've got 2 cards, 3 cards. Simplicity. Somebody could be like literally living simply, and they may be cold, like literally, like physically. Forgiveness. No, this is. And there's that fire. No? The earth, the hearth. There's the fire again. See? So somebody was cold. Somebody actually might have been out in the cold. And interesting. Somebody may have been out in the cold, blocked out. You have forgiveness and security. Somebody may have given somebody some security when they were out in the cold. We've got simplicity. It's as simple as that, I heard. It's as simple as that. Forgiveness, but there's forgiveness here. Somebody wants some forgiveness for something. Security. And I'm looking at the mammoth on the rock. See the painting on the rock? And we've got history written here. So somebody might have forgiveness. I'm getting history blocked. Purification. Ah. So this could be like somebody blocking out their history. Mosquitoes. Somebody wants forgiveness. A heart as light as a feather. Somebody's healing their heart. They might be actually forgiving themselves or forgiving maybe somebody. Somebody might be forgiving somebody else and healing their heart. They might be healing them, forgiving themselves and somebody else. Because we've got purification here and a voyage. Okay. So we've got blocked history and then we've got law. Blocked history. So this is like, you know, when people, because obviously something's happened here. There's, especially when we're looking at sold at 13, somebody. History and law. We've got history and law. Blocked history. So you know, like with trauma and people become disassociated, you know, and they block out. This could be what somebody might be saying, that they blocked. You know, like they don't remember because they disassociate and block history. You know what I'm saying? And this could be something to do with them being hot and cold. Power. Somebody's gaining their own power back. Getting their own power back. And it might be coming with security, and it's the security of the hearth. You know, this could be like a home. The fire could be like the home, like the security of the cave. So somebody might be, I don't know, forgiving and becoming more secure in their surroundings, perhaps. And they're gaining more power because of it. And they might be actually, revisiting themselves. We've got miracle at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's revisiting themselves. They could be forgiving themselves or forgiving others. Clarify the history. Embracing, it's in reverse. Yeah, so somebody might not have, they're not embracing history. Blocked. So it's like a blocked history. By blocking out because of trauma. Or, Luna. Oh, we've got happiness here. Hang on a minute. Are we okay? I don't know what she's barking at. Every now and again she just barks. Hang on. Okay, we're good. We've got happiness. With law, we've got happiness. Law and happy. I heard common law. Somebody doesn't want to go back to the past and they want to move forward to happiness. Why that's coming out with law? It could be natural law. It could be law of attraction. Because this is like two dolphins here. Maybe somebody is moving towards their happiness. Maybe they're moving towards another person and that's why they want forgiveness or something. Because they may have been hot and cold in the past because of some sort of blocked energy. But now they with their security, actually, yeah, that with their security and the health here and regular food with the mammoth, it's like somebody was insecure, and that might have been why they were hot and cold, and they were blocking history. Or they want to block history. They just want to go, well, that's in the past, because it's got embracing is in reverse, so they're not embracing the past. Somebody might have just like elevated, like grown from like, and like because this person's now standing in their own power and they've come out of the cave, you know what I mean? And also they're seeing past a whole lot of old energy, you know, like the old paradigms, the old belief systems and that kind of thing. So somebody's seeing past that because they want to move towards happiness and natural law. Because these dolphins are giving me natural law. And they're standing in their own power. So clarify the 13 and cell 13. So oh my gosh, I just had cell 13. Maybe somebody's in jail. Cell block, cell 13, in a cell, number 13. I don't know, because we've got law here. That's interesting. Well, this is the past, this is history. Healing the chaos. Oh, we've got two cards there. Healing the chaos. Somebody's going within and healing the chaos, right? They're standing in their power. They're not embracing history. They want to move towards their happiness. They want to heal the chaos. And cell 13 with law here. They want to move towards happiness and release the chaos. They want to release the past. Somebody's letting go of a whole lot of stuff. And it could be like old belief systems. Yeah, they're trying to purify themselves. Could be coming with a storm, with the power here, the lightning and thunder. So there could be like, it could be creating a whole lot of lightning and thunder, this release of the old energy. In healing this chaos, it could be like clearing out with a big storm, you know? Clearing out the past. Wow. Purification. Okay, clarify the simplicity, please, Spirit. Simplicity, they want a passionate new beginning, the Ace of Wands. It's as simple as that. Coming out of a storm, I'm saying that this passion is coming out of this cloud. It's like passion coming out of a cloud, like I'm seeing the hand of God as well, like it's like a baton being passed, like it's like God is handing somebody the baton. It's like a relay. Somebody is being now handed to run with it. They've got to run with the baton. They've got to run with it. It's like being handed something, handed some sort of passion from the hand of God. Ace of Wands. They've been handed something, some sort of responsibility. And it's coming out of the clouds, it's coming out of a storm. But it's simple. The Spirit's saying keep it simple. Somebody's healing their heart, right? They're weighing the heart. Yeah, keep it simple. Weighing the heart. Lightening the load. We have forgiveness. Clarify the forgiveness here, please, Spirit. Yeah, they've been wounded in the past. They've wounded others. Well, the wounded become the wounded. The wounded become, what is it? The bullied become the bully. You know, that sort of thing. This person. Oh, darling. It's like, I've learned a whole lot of lessons here, so forgiveness, and it's like a whole lot of, it's like they've been hurt, right, like in the past, and it could be when they were a child. And it's like they've been fighting this battle. We've got these 9 wands here, and he's wounded, and it's like they just keep fighting and fighting. It's like fighting. This person's. It's like they're fighting themselves. It's kind of sad. It's like they're looking back at all their lessons, and it's like they're realising that it's almost like they've been beating themselves up. Yeah, they're forgiving themselves. They may have hurt a lot of people on the way too, and they've beaten themselves up about that. So this person wants to forgive themselves and others. Well, they are. That's what they're doing. They also want forgiveness themselves. Because that's what I was trying to say. Hurt people, right? Yeah. So they were given the wand. They were given the baton. Someone was given the baton. And this is what they did with it. They beat themselves up with it, and others. It's like God's, wow. It's like God gave somebody the baton, right? Like a gift. And they used it for the wrong reasons, the wrong ways. They used it to beat themselves up and others. They used their gift, whatever that gift may be, I don't know. And it's like it's left a whole lot of fragments of themselves all over the place, somehow. It's just kind of interesting, kind of weird, like fragments of themselves. Like, because this wand, it's like, see all these little leaves are sort of like falling off it, falling away from the wand, falling off it. It's like, that's like little pieces of themselves, little fragments of themselves. This person might be fragmented. Like little bits of themselves have fallen off all over the place. They've lost little bits of themselves. That could be like the blocked history, you know what I mean? It's like the, this is like the, in the process of beating themselves up in others because of, you know, some sort of history. Possibly as a child, they're realising that a lot of these little fragmented pieces that have dropped off them, they're blocked. Like I was saying, it's a blocked memory. Like they don't remember those little pieces because, you know, like with trauma, we disassociate. You know what I mean? And if it happens as a child, if people are traumatised as a child, they learn to disassociate very early in the piece. And so if there's something that, if they go through any kind of trauma, or if there's anything that triggers that person, and those triggers come from that past trauma, they disassociate and they can behave recklessly and then forget all of it and then not remember it. That's like part of the mind controlled MK Ultra conditioning. My goodness. Again, this is releasing that. You see all these leaves falling away again, and we've got the leaves falling away here. That's what that is. It's like little fragments of themselves that they don't remember. It's caused a lot of chaos. But it comes from that initial trauma. So whatever, this person just needs to find the trigger so that then they can find, deal with it. Because when they get triggered, they disassociate and then they behave in a certain way. And then they don't remember. Because it comes from that trauma, and it's like a blocked history. It's wow. Because this has affected their own security and their own, their stability here, and others, right? Because this person's like a trigger. This is a trigger. Security, magician. We have balance, we've got the King of Cups and a Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Balance, so somebody might be balancing out, somebody might be manifesting balance. And then we've got the King of Cups here, and then we've got the Page of Swords. Somebody could be watching someone, or they've acquired some sort of knowledge. This is the King of Cups, about balance. Somebody could be seeing, you know, like this magician here could be somebody that's providing some sort of security here, and because this person's in the upright, this is a good magician, right? This is a manifester. This could be like a counselor or something like that. Somebody's getting from this magician ancient knowledge, and it could be those fragments that they've lost. Somebody could be remembering those bits and pieces that they've lost. They're gaining some tools here. And with this mammoth on the cave wall, and with the universe holds all information and all past knowledge, right? And we've got this, and this is so this is old, ancient paintings on the wall there. Is bringing somebody some sort of security and warmth in knowing the knowledge, learning. So somebody's learning themselves. They're learning themselves. Yeah. But somebody here, this could be somebody helping this person, or this is this person gaining the knowledge. Somebody could be, this person could actually have isolated themselves in the security of their own cave. Yeah. And going within and developing pieces of themselves that they may not have realised before. And that's why they were beating themselves out, because there was just like there's something missing, like those little fragments of themselves that they'd lost. And this is like somebody regaining the blocked history. Like this is like going through a dark night of the soul and going back within and then rediscovering oneself as a child. This is a good energy. Yeah, it's come out of this to this. This is the wounds and the confusion, the lessons, and then taking these wounds and confusions and lessons and then putting them into order. See how this person's got these tools on the table in order, and he looks nice and clean. He's got a nice new coat on, whereas this one's all battered up and everything, right? This one is now alchemized a new, I heard persona, alchemized a new, they've alchemized themselves. They've come out victorious, they've come out like clean. They were this beat up, fragmented soul here has now put themselves in order, and they've got their tools lined up on the table where, and it looks like they know, like they're getting the downloads, they're getting the information with the Ouroboros on top of the crown there. And that here, for me, is coming, like he's the hearth, he's the warmth, he's the hearth, but the Ouroboros here, this is the universe, getting the information back. They're learning themselves. And with that, and it's because they're learning their old history, they are gaining power for themselves. It's come out of a storm. Wow. But they're gaining balance here. Oh, the King of Cups and then the Ten of Swords. They're gaining balance after all these swords that they've experienced. See, that's the storm that they've come out of. Clarify the power. Clarify the power, please, Spirit. King of Pentacles. We have a King of Pentacles. So this person is now stable. This is a stable, solid, grounded person with it's grounded. It's being it's like they've found themselves and they've got themselves into a very stable position now. There could be a Taurus here, Capricorn, and we've put the Magician here, Gemini. We've got fire signs here. So we've got fire and earth and air. There could be water here as well. Is that that's all of it? Fire, they're all here. Yeah, so somebody has alchemized their wounds, alchemized their past. This is really good. So they're no longer living in that past. They can see it all, and they're not. And with the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like no, they're not going back to the past. We've got embracing in reverse. So this person has alchemized the past, and they're not going back. Embracing, and we've got in reverse. That's history. Embracing history, no, they're not. It's like they've recognised it because they've done the dark night of the soul, but they're not going back to it. We've got a Queen of Cups in reverse, so somebody could be very emotional. Judgment is in reverse. So this could have been them in the past. They're not embracing this. Queen of Cups in the past is somebody may have been over emotional. Poor judgment. Yeah, it's because they were not. Yeah, somebody was doing that disassociation thing. You know what I mean? They weren't recognising the past. I don't even know whether that's the right. They had poor judgment because they didn't remember. There was a blockage of the past. It was a blockage of, and that's that disassociation of the brain, right? After trauma. And so it makes people triggered, and you know, like that's that storm. They create a storm because they are triggered, because it's like a whole lot of emotion comes out, and it's out of control, and they end up causing a whole lot of damage, and then they disassociate and they don't remember what they've done. That is trauma revisited, right? Because they're being triggered. So until somebody does a dark night of the soul and goes into their cave and goes and within themselves to find themselves, to find that child that has first experienced that trauma, and looking at it and recognising the trigger. Yeah. And this is who this person is. This person is, doing that, so that they can move forward in happiness. And why is we've got the Law, Page of Cups and the Hangman. So they may have been keeping themselves. They may have been keeping themselves stuck with, I don't know. They might have been sort of like masking it with some sort of medication or something like that. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it was keeping them burdened, right? But this is how they would, because this is like as a child, the Page of Cups, the child, they're looking at the fish that kept them burdened. Yeah, they're going in within, because we've got the Hermit here as well. And this is them as a child. The Hermit's looking within, they're seeing the burden and the Ten of Swords. It's like they're looking at the fish. The fish is like we've got the happiness here too. They could be actually looking at what makes them happy as well. Like, what is it that makes them happy? because they've forgotten. Somebody's really looking at this fish. They're really, really looking at the fish. It's like they're looking at the fishes themselves. And they're realising that the fish is making them happy. It's like themselves is making them happy. Somebody's found themselves again. That's lovely. That's really cool. Because they're releasing and healing the chaos. Somebody's found themselves again. It's like they're looking at themselves. They're looking at this fish here. And it's like they can just see this. It's like, oh wow. It's like they're surprising themselves. See, he's got this like little pleasant look on his face and he's looking at this fish. So this is the hermit looking within. They're recognising the burden of the past with all these Ten of Swords. They've recognised that and they're seeing themselves. And they're gaining some sort of knowledge here with the Page of Swords of what was keeping them stuck with the Hangman. They realise what was making them stuck, and somebody's actually liking themselves again, because they're recognising that the trauma was not theirs. Well, it was theirs. They experienced the trauma, but it came from somewhere else. And so now they're looking at themselves as just somebody trying to deal with that. And so they've forgiven themselves, because you know how like when people are traumatised, as a child, they always blame themselves for, somebody else traumatising them. They always blame themselves and think it's because of them, who they are, like they've done something wrong or something. They blame themselves, right? So somebody's now realising that they don't need to do that, so they're letting that go. And they're moving towards happiness. Clarify the happiness, and this is really nice, this is really cool, because somebody's actually looking at themselves and they're actually beginning to like themselves. So that's really, really good. Happiness, clarify the happiness. Yeah, because they walked away from something. They walked away from sorrow, missed opportunities, lies, Queen of Pentacles message about somebody's investment. So somebody could have lied about somebody there. So somebody could have walked away from sorrow into happiness. That's what they're doing, or that's what they want to do. Because we have the Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, the jail, or the restriction, and the missed opportunity. This could be the law here, because we've got the law. Somebody wants to walk away. Yeah, so this is the past. So this could be to do with this fragmented energy and what somebody was doing that they didn't remember, right? Because they may have been overindulging with the Nine of Cups. This Nine of Cups is also giving me evidence, and like we've got 9, and the 9 wounds, right? The 9 wounds. They may have, this is them beating themselves up. The 9 wounds, it could be like overindulgences, masking the past trauma, and this is why they don't remember. Well, another reason, disassociation. from the past. So we've got the King of Swords, so I feel like this is an authority, could be a lawyer, could be a police officer, but with the law here, it's definitely something to do with law, and somebody could be facing jail. They might be missing an opportunity to go to jail, or they have missed opportunity to walk away because they may be going to jail. But the way that this is lined up like this, it's like somebody's refusing the cup, and it could be refusing that last one, because if they took that last, there's 9, and that could have been 10. They're refusing the cup, and that could be the mask that they were using to, and they're refusing it. See how he's got his arms folded? He's not taking the cup. It could be like a temptation that could land them in jail. So they're walking away, and they want to move towards happiness and heal the chaos. Yeah. There was some lies here with the Queen of Pentacles. It could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. May have they may have invested in, and they may have juggled, but it was bringing them no accolades. Yeah, it could have been that party energy there. Yep. That was not doing them any good. This person wants to heal the chaos, clarify this healing of the chaos, because the law is here, someone's walking away. They want to move to happiness. Hang on, that's too much, Spirit. Like, please, can we do that again? Just one at a time. Healing the chaos. King of Cups. Yeah, defense. They're defending themselves. This is giving me the same energy here. This is like refusing the cup. They're defending themselves. Could be defending themselves with the law, because we do have the law here. Yeah. Healing the chaos. They're doing the work because they want to move to happiness. Okay, clarify the release. So they're releasing this past energy. Clarify the release. The strength, for gaining strength. Look at that. And the colours here match, look. So it could have been like hot energy, like, well, there's that fire energy again. Hot, we're releasing the hot energy. So it could have been, look, and she's like taming the beast, right? See how she's holding the mouth closed on the lion? It's like somebody's taming their beast within. Taming the beast within, and they're becoming calm, and she's got that calm energy. But look, she's also got that Ouroboros here, like this magician here. See the Ouroboros? And both of these energies are very calming. See how they're a soft, calming energy. And they're both they're both getting those downloads from above. Wow, so somebody's taming the beast, and they've got the Knight of Swords moving slowly, well, nothing coming in. No swords. This is like keeping the beast out, so somebody's not allowing the beast to overpower them, to you know, like to get. So somebody's staying calm, they're not allowing something to get to them, and you know that, and so they're taming that fire energy, that desire energy, the carnal energy. They're taming the carnal energy. They're stopping that impulsive, fast action. So they're stopping something from coming in, and this is the release. So they're releasing. They've got the strength. So they're gaining strength to release that impulsive energy that got them into this sort of state every time. And that was when those triggers, so somebody's taming the triggers with this strength card and holding the lions, the beast's mouth closed, you know, they're holding back from the triggers that would put them into a state of battle, which was going to end them up in jail. So they're holding back. Wow. From the cups. That was keeping them broke too. Okay, what was the cell and the 13? 13 cell. What is that? Cell 13. The Knight of Wands. So that could have been when this person actually experienced a trauma. Maybe when they were 13. They might have been locked in, like, oh gosh. Yeah, burdens. Create a lot of burdens. And for the Knight of Wands with the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is where the trauma came. Wow. And it's been exposed by the justice. But there is justice here. So whatever this was, this carnal energy that caused these burdens, it's been exposed. And there's justice. It's over. We've got a Queen of Swords ending with the Death and the Star. The Emperor, the Tower, and the Contract. So somebody could have ended a contract. Clarify the justice. Clarify the justice. Clarify the justice. So this is this history coming to light, which is going to bring justice for somebody. It is. It's bringing justice. Because somebody's happiness was in reverse. Yeah, the Hierophant is in reverse. So this could be a perpetrator or an organisation. It's in reverse. It's unholy. Wow. It was a bad investment. It's not over. Yeah. Hierophant in reverse, clarify. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the Emperor in reverse. Oh, pick 'em up, what's going on here? So here we have the Thief, and we have the Contract, or this is the organisation, the group. I'm seeing that this could be like a court, where we've got prison, and that here is being tempered, and the illusions have come to light. So somebody here was unholy, and they're now being exposed. They're being tempered in the court. Tempered in the court. Yeah. Yeah, so it's an Emperor in reverse. Who may not. So there could have been an Emperor here that's in reverse who was unapologetic or not remorseful for their indulgences here. This is the person that's caused the trauma in the first place. This Emperor in reverse. And if we're talking about, wow. And you know, I don't even like saying so somebody that may, you know, like that had the triggers and they were wounding themselves over and over and over again because of their childhood trauma. Whoever has caused that trauma would be this this Emperor in reverse. In this energy caused the burdens, and it's been exposed. So we, you know, like, because it's that energy again, like, you know, the victim becomes the perpetrator, or what did I say? That people hurt people. So somebody had a behaviour that they're now healing this chaos, and they're releasing all this because they're releasing this childhood trauma that somebody's caused, and it's come out in a court situation. That this is what's happened. Wow. So let's get the Kipper and ask what is the outcome for this person. So whoever this is for in the collective, let's get, it could have caused a lot of illness. So what does this mean for this person? Like, what's the outcome here for this person after releasing and healing this chaos? Releasing and healing the chaos. What is the outcome for this person? Unexpected money. The childhood. No hope. There was no hope for this child. But now we have unexpected money. What is this? No hope. Small child. We have a good lady. Clarify the unexpected money. What is this? Unexpected money. A rich girl. The small child. Clarify the small child, please. Clarify the small child. Official person. A small child could have become an official person. So What's this? Hope in reverse. A long road is in reverse. No hope for a long road. No hope, short term. No hope in the short term. So this has been a long time coming. Okay, so the good lady, clarify. Murky thoughts. Someone got murky thoughts about a good lady? What are the murky thoughts? A house. Stability. Somebody might be wanting to gain some stability. So this small child, the traumatised person that was releasing the chaos, is no longer a child. They've become an official person. They may have thought there was no hope for a good lady. Murky thoughts on a house. Clarify this murky thoughts and a house. So maybe they have their eye on someone, the good Lord, because they feel like they're not good enough. They feel like there's no hope with the good lady. Oh. So somebody feels there's no hope for a good lady because they don't feel good enough. Good Lord in reverse. No hope and long road. No hope and long road. Yeah, illness. Because it's caused a lot of illness. Not his thoughts. Change. Not the main man. So this person may think that this person, it's not his thoughts. It's not the main male. It's not who he is. The change is here. So somebody might be wanting to move forward. So it's like saying, it's not who I am. Like, so this is somebody who's rediscovered themselves. But I feel clarify the official person or the military person as a small child and a small child and the military person or police officer or whatever it is, the official person. A lot of money is in reverse. Something's cost them a lot of money. So it could have been their behaviour, right? When they were becoming fragmented and triggered. It could have cost them. And so now that they feel like there's no hope of this good lady here. Okay, unexpected money and the rich girl, clarify. Sad news. The sad news, clarify the sad news. Could be the story in general. Sad news. A thief in reverse. Living room in reverse. Sad news. No living room. So this person might be just feeling like they aren't good enough. Close by the house. A rich man. A rich man. They deserve a rich man, occupation. occupation. Grief and big luck. So somebody that this person may have had their eye on, that they see as a good lady, their murky thoughts is about a house and big luck for this good lady with a rich man on occupation, and this has brought them grief. Expectation, a legal matter. So they might still be battling with this legal matter here, and that's why there's no movement, and we have dishonour, and they feel dishonourable in a court, being judged, no partnership in a marriage. So there's no partnership because they feel they're not good enough. But they're releasing this, right? They're healing the chaos. So there's a possibility for. So what about this person? Are they going to? So they're still battling this legal situation. They feel like they've lost somebody that they see as a good person. But they feel they've got nothing to offer. Or, and somebody's lucky, or they've, going towards some work. Again, we've got unexpected money here. So what is the unexpected money? Why does that just come out again, please, Spirit? Who's getting unexpected money? We've got an ending. I'm not sure which way that came out. It's in reverse. So something is not ended with this unexpected money. A rich girl. So this is somebody that this person is looking at. They're hoping that this is not over with someone, but they've got murky thoughts. So this is like self-sabotaging thoughts. So the murky thoughts, a gift. They might want to give something to this person, but success in love is doubtful. That's the murky thoughts. Because they're still battling this death in reverse. Journey. A journey is not over. Journey is not over. Towards high honour. Somebody's moving towards high honour. Somebody else is grieved. Small child. Main males in reverse. So somebody feels like they've missed the boat. Clarify the high honour. The court in reverse. No judgment. So somebody sees somebody as high honour because there's no judgment for someone. Journey, clarify the journey is not over. The journey is not over. The journey is not over. The grief is ended. Clarify success in love in reverse with a rich girl. Success in love in reverse. Please. there's no partnership with the police. Because of the illness and a house. Big luck. This rich girl. So there's no partnership with the police. Maybe that there's no partnership. Does that mean they're not going to jail? Clarify the gift. Marriage. Somebody wants to marry someone. Marriage. A good lady. Good lady, and is it this man? Whoever this person is. A good lord. So we've got a good lord and a good lady here. In the end, we've got a good lady and a good man in a marriage. Wow. Look at that. Out of all this, because somebody is releasing and taming the beast, healing the chaos. Somebody's healing the chaos here. And they're moving towards happiness. Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. After all this sadness and the change of the false person. Because they had a facade up, they had a mask on because of their past and these triggers, these fragmented pieces of themselves. So they must have grabbed all those fragmented pieces of themselves and put them together to see themselves or bring themselves back to stability as a King of Pentacles. That's what someone's done. Or they're doing, you know, this could be in the process. But something was definitely exposed in the court about this, the history of somebody and why they were hot and cold, you know, like easily triggered, easily to burn up, you know what I mean? That's what it is. So somebody's gained control and they've released the beast and they've learnt to control their inner demon. And now they want to give somebody an offer. And become a rich man. Well, they already are. If they have healed themselves like this, then that makes them rich anyway, right? Because that gives them the stability and occupation to be rich and be prosperous. So the thief is in reverse. Yep, there's no funny business here. So somebody's released the false person and they are becoming themselves, who they really are. So this is about somebody just dropping all that fake energy, right? The sadness. Clarify the sadness. Why is it sad news for someone in a house? So what's this? Sad news in a house. Expectation. What is the expectation of the house? Or in a house? Expectation of the house. Clarify. The living room in reverse. So somebody could be letting go of a house as part of their letting go of a false person and letting go of prison. So somebody's not going to jail. and they're going to meet up with someone, or they've had a meeting with someone. And like I said before, they could have met like a magician that has helped this person to gain stability, and they dug up, see how he's got a shovel in his hand, this person? They've dug up the past, and they may have talked it out to gain stability with the number 4. So this is somebody like talking things through, you know what I mean? They've dug stuff up from the past and talked things through with someone. So they could have been seeing, and they've gained stability from it. With the number 4, so that, yeah, and now this is luck. We've got big luck here. So God might be blessing somebody with a long road. It's short, it's in reverse. So a short road to big luck. So there's going to somebody moving in a legal matter. So this legal situation is going to be swift. It's not his thoughts. He doesn't think that. But this is a main male. This is somebody's main male. Okay. Number 1, since child. This is the person. This is the main male that this story is about. And they're getting a new beginning. So it was about them. Who was told that he had no hope because of an illness. And that was the illness, right? He had to just calm, he had to tame the beast and release the past. That was what the illness was. This is a good story now. There was a main female in reverse that could have been keeping somebody stuck here. Yeah, no hope with that person. Yeah, bad news for... So that could be somebody that somebody was releasing. And that, well, it could be actually that main female that somebody could be releasing with no hope for and bad news. It could actually be the illness itself. You know, explained as a main female in reverse. It was keeping somebody broke and somebody wanted to change that. Well, this could actually have been a person that was keeping someone broke. But it's almost like it's telling me that the main female in reverse was bad news. Yeah, kept someone broke. Bad news. No hope. A main female was bad news and no hope. A main female in reverse, I'm saying. It was keeping somebody sick. But this person wanted to change that. So, anyway, that was pretty cool. Shall we leave out with a little bit of advice for the collective? So take this as it resonates for you. This is actually good news, right, for someone. So let's, this is really good news that somebody's healed. So let's get a little bit of a message from our angels. Clarify the angels, please. Let hail. Let hail. See that mosquito? I still didn't get him. So somebody could be a bit of an irritation. Someone who longs for you will be in your thoughts. You will also be in theirs. So this is this person, collective. So collective, this could be somebody that you are associated with, that you may have given up on. You know? So this could be somebody in your life that has healed themselves. Come here. Bring your courage to the forefront. You've got it under control, even if you don't think so. So somebody's got it under control, and I think it's this person who's got their emotions in check. Slovakia. I don't know how to pronounce these names, but you know. Is there anyone you've offended? Reach out and try to rekindle the relationship. Now, this could be this person that, you know, may have lashed out, because that's what I was feeling with that Nine of Wands card here. Like when they were triggered, they may have, you know, hurt other people. This person may feel like they need to, or they probably do need to, and that's what it's saying, apologise to people that they may have hurt or harmed in the past. Alright? So let's get a couple from the demons, and then we'll close it out from there. Okay? So what do we got from our demons of the day? For us, maintaining your health leads to long life. Today you shall seek Today you should seek out healthy physical activity. So somebody needs to get out there and look after their physical self, you know. Yeah, so this could be this person. They could be actually working on themselves. Or this could be the collective. Well, we all need to do it, right? We all need to look after our physical selves. I've got to go and do some work. Some other work. I love this part. Oh, I don't mind my work. I mean, I like my work too. The par. Resentments fester below the surface, can poison your daily life. Let go of those things that no longer serve you. So this is what this whole story is about here, is this person is releasing all that does not serve them anymore. It was keeping them sick. Alright, so now their masks come off and they're healing, and they're gaining strength, and they're gonna be not going to jail, because whatever gone down in their past is being revealed in the court, and it's going to prevent them from going to jail. But as long as they release, and they may have, and then they have to work on themselves, like we've got this health here, and festering things on this, like holding resentments of anyone. That's why we've got the forgiveness card here. It no longer serves, like holding resentments, it's letting it go, it's forgiving all that, because remember that those people, hurt people, as this person has been hurt, the person that hurt them in this scenario has also been hurt. Alright, so that's how we release and forgive, because it's like a generational curse. So this is a breaking of this generational curse. This is what this person is doing. Aussie. Connecting with animals can lead to positive transformation. It can also lead to unexpected knowledge of the self. So somebody's connecting with the animals here. And I feel like this is somebody who's actually connecting with their inner demon. Like this is actually recognizing that carnal energy, the beast within themselves. And, like animals can actually enlighten us into our own behaviours. They can show us, you know what I mean? By their responses. So somebody is, this is somebody recognising their own inner beast and having a hold and releasing that negative energy and being able to control their triggers. Wow, this is good. So at the bottom of the deck here we have Malos. Oh no, sorry, Marbas. Marbas fights bodily disorders and cures sickness. Healing is coming like a roaring lion that destroys disease. Wow, there's that lion again, you know. So the lion energy is, so somebody could be a Leo, like, I mean, the cat energy is all over this. Or they could have like heavy Leo in their chart. But somebody's definitely healing. Yeah. And their own, so healing the mental also then heals the physical, as long as we're willing to do the work. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That was an awesome reading, and this is good news for somebody here, or many people here, because many of us have a similar story. That's why we're all here, right? Because we're all vibrating at the same frequency, which brings us the similar stories. So take it as it resonates. And please like, share and subscribe, and and don't take what is not yours. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because these are collective readings, remember? So bits and pieces of it can be your story, or it might not be your story at all, but if it resonates with you, it most likely is. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.